monkey swinging in a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile, you can't catch me. Comes Mr. Crocodile, quiet as can be, and snatches a monkey right out of the tree.
The federal government is committed to providing $10.2 billion to Ontario over a 5-year period since 2022 to bring the average cost of a childcare spot down to $10 per day in 2025. But according to a recent report by the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives, London is classified as a childcare desert. In the city and its surrounding areas, only 12% of eligible children have access to daycare, making it one of the worst serviced regions in the country. With waiting lists crammed, here we are visiting Shada Mahmoud, and this is her daughter Tamara.
How are you?
Shada is a pharmacist and willing to do her postgraduate studies. She's a wife and mother of 2 kids, Saif and Tamara. She's waiting for her 3rd baby, who's coming in 3 months.
I think like 12 months is a lot of time because I need childcare in September because I have university in September. Yes. I applied to 11 childcare centers and no one called me back yet.
Shada applied for the One List. It's the waiting list that the City of London asks parents to use to apply for childcare. She's only 6 months pregnant, so when did she apply?
The moment I knew I was pregnant, I signed up on One List because I knew that it's gonna be a long waiting time. All my friends told me it could take up to like 12 months for me to get a spot in a childcare center. And I need to have a childcare center for my baby on September because I have university to start. So this is going to be a big problem for me. Until now, I didn't hear from anyone. Like I called all the centers that I applied to, which are 11 by the way. Like I applied to 11 childcare centers. I called all of them and all of them say, we have to wait until you receive an email, which I didn't. So I am so worried now that by September, I'm not gonna have a place to have my baby in because I don't have family members in London. A lot of women will think now that to delay pregnancy or not to even get pregnant because they don't know if they're going to be able to go to work, they're gonna able to do a career, or they're gonna have to stay home mom, even if they don't want to. Like for some women, that's an option and that's their choice and freedom, but for others, they want to pursue a career. And that's one of the things that's concerning. Am I going to be able to do something or do I have to just wait and see?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is Kids Zone, one of the 11 daycares that Shada applied for. It's one of the oldest and top-rated daycares in London. This daycare opens 12 hours a day and accepts children from the age of 2 months to 5 years old. And this is Rebecca. She works at Kids Zone as an associate director. But Rebecca deals with these kind of calls for a number of times every single day.
Hello, Kids on Daycare, Rebecca speaking. Hi there. Unfortunately, we do not currently have any spaces available. Are you on the One London waitlist?
With the One List getting longer and longer, Kids Zone is facing high demand and dealing with a lot of inquiries. But how many people are approximately waiting for a spot for their newborns, just like Shada?
Our waitlist is quite lengthy. I believe it's around 500 people waiting for an infant spot. And unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do about it. We have the spaces that we have and keep them filled. But we're always very open and honest with people who call in and let them know where they are on the list and when we're expecting to have spaces available. Usually we see the highest turnover in September as our oldest children go off to school. So we usually see spots come available then.
This daycare was established in 1986, and their management have witnessed the massive growth of the city's population throughout the years. But at this moment, with the long wait list, they could only advise parents with this one thing.
We advise them to get on the wait list as soon as possible because that's their best chance of getting in. But yeah, just to look around the center or the city and see if there's any other spots available, and also home daycare can be an option too.
According to the Ontario Province website, the Ontario government is expanding licensed childcare spaces in the City of London by investing $62.3 million in 2023, and that's to support the implementation of the Canada-wide Early Learning and Childcare System. The funding will help create an additional 2,889 licensed childcare spaces in the City of London, and that's by 2026. These new spaces are on the top of 9,092 spaces available in London. In the House of Commons, where decisions have been made and actions have been taken, Ariel Kayabaga represents London. She is the Member of Parliament of West London that is well known for supporting women, single mothers, and children in the London community. Ariel feels optimistic about the new childcare spaces coming to London.
It just goes to show that the investments that we're making in the childcare system is important, and it's a partnership with the Government of Ontario, with the City of London to help them build, increase the capacity of where childcare spaces can be. I think it's good news for parents in London, and people are looking forward to seeing more spaces. Actually, that's what's needed. Childcare spaces actually are usually a provincial jurisdiction, because we did sign an agreement with the province of Ontario that we were going to create more space, that they were going to create more spaces. And we've invested even more money into them creating more spaces. So we have shown our commitment to make sure that the parents who need childcare spaces are going to get the childcare spaces that they need, and we continue to work with the Ontario government to make sure that that's actually done in a timely manner, which is why we're so excited to make that announcement late last year.
Do we want a story, or do you want to do a song, or what do you guys want to do? You want to do a song?
Finding a childcare option that works for Londoners might take a lot of effort and might seem complicated, as some parents might lose patience. Parents being aware of how the childcare system works around the country and following up with the childcare providers is a key to find a spot. But the question remains, when will the one list get shorter? For FNN, I am Sarah Abukarsh.